Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lad Sport channel. We are here for the Premier League. It is a massive clash on a Tuesday morning here in New Zealand. Manchester United taking on Liverpool. Now, in my eardrums, I've just heard a very interesting stat, and that is currently Liverpool on a 2-match winning streak at Old Trafford. They have never won 3 in a row, and that is exactly what they're going to be trying to do in this contest. But they have got a strong lineup for this game. Man United, they are in 19th. Currently, which is somewhere a lot of people didn't see them being. Liverpool have had 2 draws, so both of these sides yet to get themselves their first win in the Premier League for 2022, and it is going to be awesome seeing them get underway. But Mo Salah, he is going to be one to certainly watch out for here for the Liverpool boys away from home. But we will go down to the lineups. We will first of all look through at Manchester United. Single man at the front, Marcus Rashford. Tell you what, my brain's not working at 7 a.m. Rashford at the front as the number 10. Sancho, Fernandes, and Elanga. And behind him, then it goes Christian Eriksen, the new signing for Man United this year. Scott McTominay on the other side. Then the 4 at the back, Dalot, Varane, also Martinez, and Malacia. And then David De Gea will be in goal. Now we look through at the Liverpool lineup. They have gone with 3 at the front. Diaz, Firmino, and Mo Salah. Then in the midfielder will be Elliott, Jordan Henderson, and also Milner. And then at the back, Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, Gomez, and also Alexander Arnold, I believe it is. Alexander Arnold. And then Alisson will be in goal. So 2 very strong lineups. And I'm looking forward to seeing them go head-to-head for this match of the Premier League. We are in round 3 currently. And also we have got there when you're streaming cricket next, says Ahmad, probably, I would say when the next English test starts. So I think that's in, it's not in too many days, is it? When does the next test match start, Ahmad? Do let me know. And hi, and Hamish, get me on at halftime, says Harry and Luck. And there as well, are you a Man United fan or a Liverpool fan? Harry, do let me know. But currently, looks like all smiles on the side of the pitch. This is the 210th time that these two sides have gone head-to-head. And like I mentioned, Man United, they have never lost 3 in a row at Old Trafford up against Liverpool. So they will be coming out firing in this game, you would have to think. De Gea, he will be in goal, and Alisson in goal for Liverpool. Now, the benches are looking very strong. They have got Ronaldo as an option. Also, quite a few other players for Liverpool will be hoping to make their mark in this contest. But I do see the mascot on the field, Marcus Rashford. He is just making his way out there as well. Okay, they are just showing all the subs that they've got available for Man United. There were some very good names. And then we will look through the Liverpool bench and Arsenal and Liverpool. And because my Australian great-granddad, who sadly died, was a Liverpool fan, says Harry and Lux. So I guess you've continued that legacy in that regard. But the substitutes that Liverpool have got available, Adrian Davis, Fabinho, then also it will be Carvalho, Clark. Tell you what, those go pretty quick. Vandenberg, Phillips in there as well. So 9 options off the bench. But now Liverpool away from home, they will be looking to pick up their first win of the Premier League. Bruno Fernandes out there on the field as well. But I will quickly go like this, make sure that we are all running smoothly. This is a whole different live stream. We have actually only done 1 football live stream on the Kiwi Lad Sport channel. And can I come on at halftime? Unfortunately, it might be a little bit tricky to be able to organise just since kickoff is just about to get underway. We would probably need a little bit more preparation so that I could send an email through. And how can you support 2 teams in there? And also, morning, Amish, says Sebastian, welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing very well. It's an early morning start, like I mentioned, here in New Zealand. I decided I couldn't miss this game, though. It's a Tuesday morning fixture. We're going to have a huge day of editing and also recording a little bit later on, but it should be an awesome matchup. Do let me know who you think's winning, Sebastian. Can we see a Liverpool upset? Or, sorry, a Man United upset? Send me a message on the Discord, says Harry in there as well. But now it will be Liverpool who are kicking off this contest. Elliott has got this one on the halfway line. Liverpool in the white and black kit. Man United wearing the fitting red that they normally would have. And it's kicked off. We are underway for this contest at Old Trafford. Kicked long straight away. A risky ball from Liverpool, and it's gone back into the hands. I keep on saying into the hands. That's what I did last time as well. When did you start doing live commentary? how you got your initial viewers. If anyone start doing live commentary channel can get watching of 50 if you are doing daily series coding. So I think we started for the cricket. I believe it was the rugby championship in about 2020. We did do our first ever commentary live stream, and we just kept on going from there. I think the consistency that we've had is probably something that's helped us a little bit. That's going to be the foul against Mo Salah. A little bit of a shoulder as well. Man United not too happy about giving away that one. Martinez in the midfield. Salah's got a big smile on his face, so loving the aggression early on. I'm thinking United will find a way to win, maybe a 2-1 upset, says Sebastian. So it's interesting because before the match, my brain was thinking for a start, I was thinking 2-1, and then I thought 3-1 because they have never lost 3 in a row, and it makes me think that they're going to come out absolutely firing here, or else then they're going to get absolutely destroyed. Do Arsenal versus Fulham on Saturday. You love football, says Coding. I watch quite a bit of football. It's one of those ones that we've never been able to really cover on the channel, mainly because every time I say someone's got the ball, I say it's in their hands, which of course you're not allowed to do in football. So it does take a little bit of adjusting. But I am hoping to do the Hyundai A-League this year, or the Isuzu Ute A-League as they call it now. Got a bit of a different name in that regard. But currently 1 minute through this contest, a goal kick for David De Gea. We'll be looking to send it down the park. But most importantly, I'm very happy Gunner. Arsenal are 3 from 3, says Sebastian in there. Yeah, they're doing very well for themselves at the moment. Liverpool having to fire that one back to the keeper. Alisson does clean it up and throws it out now. Looking wide, trying to get the 1-2 going. It didn't quite work. And now back. Oh, it's very scrappy from both sides early on. A lot of turnovers. And a losing possession. De Gea clears downfield. Now looking out to Mo Salah on the wing. Passes back. Alexander-Arnold getting involved alongside Virgil van Dijk, the man who is still yet to join my FIFA career mode. He is one of those players who I've always wanted but have never had the funds to be able to sign. Hopefully next year will be different because FIFA 23, is that the last one? No, it's no longer EA Sports FIFA, is it? If I'm not wrong. I think they lost the licensing or they didn't come to an agreement now. Nice run forward. It's going to be nicely done by Alexander-Arnold, a little bit more aggressive. And now it goes straight down to David De Gea. Both of these sides actually very even in the early stages. And Black Caps managed to win first ODI series in West Indies as they won third ODI by 5 wickets here, chasing down the 300. It's very impressive from them. Now kick downfield from De Gea. Straight towards his Man United teammates. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing a bit more of Ericsson. Can you cover Gloucester Rugby versus Wasps on Sunday, 11th of September? And can it be joint with me, says Harry. I know that we are probably going to be covering some sort of Premier League throughout the next few weeks when it does get fired up. So, yeah, it just depends on what games are being shown here. FIFA 23 will be the last game under the FIFA franchise. Next year's game will be called EA Sports FC. Okay. Interesting. So will they still have licensing or will it be a little bit similar to PES, how it will have less licensing but more of a community style thing? Good tackle made by Alexander-Arnold there. Waiting for that ball nicely. Ericsson passes now, trying to get the 1-2 going. It's good defence from Liverpool, keeping it tight. And the midfield, Varane now going back. Now, they didn't start Harry Maguire, which I was a little bit sad about because I've heard things about Harry Maguire's defence and I wanted to see them firsthand, which unfortunately didn't get the opportunity to. Now going back across. Varane gives it a strike and it's gone into touch. Liverpool now have got the line out, throwing it back to Alisson inside of the box. Now our scoreboard is asleep at the moment by the looks of it. So what we're going to quickly do is I'm going to see whether or not our other scoreboard is going to behave. One moment. We will go here and here. Of course, like I mentioned, this is our first ever Premier League live stream. So we have never actually, I guess, found out which scoreboards are the best. We'll go like this. One moment. We're going to very, very quickly go like that. Milner now. Good work inside of the box. Unable to break through. There we go. Right, we have now got, whoa, football, they do it professionally. They've actually got like the little ticking along. I've been to Old Trafford before. There's Harry It was good work from Milner initially to try and get around the defensive line, but it was going to be very tricky. He got pushed over as well in the process. Like they're saying, may have gone down a little bit too easy there, Milner. Although, I was going to say, there is a little bit of an argument there for a double-handed push. But now, Harry Maguire is going to be on the bench for this one. Nice run from Man United, looking to attack. Ball on the outside, bit of space opening up now. Nice pace, but great defense from, once again, Alexander-Arnold. He's probably made 3 or 4 tackles already in the first 6 minutes of this match. We're going to quickly, we're going to adjust this one. There we go. We're doing things on the fly. Kicked down, Man United. They've got possession back, and now Rashford. He's got pace. He might have had his leg clipped, and it's going to be a free kick just outside of the box. Rashford asked for the penalty, and he does manage to get it as well. Right, this is a brilliant opportunity for Man United after the mistake from Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold just ended up clipping the ankles of Rashford. It was right on the edge of the box as well, but Fernandes tried to get that through ball going. Rashford shoulder to shoulder, and then Alexander-Arnold takes him down. This is a good chance. Who have they got free kick-wise? Ericsson, is it? Is it Ericsson? Yes, it is. Right, he can put these in if he decides to go for it. Allison on the near post currently, just trying to line up his wall. It looks like they're lying down a man behind the wall to make sure that it doesn't go under. I've heard that they don't want to be associated with FIFA anymore. Former FIFA leaders are 2 corrupt fellas, also part-time fair call. Yeah, that's probably fair enough that they don't want to be associated with them. But that's interesting because, like, FIFA in general, like, I guess because they've got the World Cup coming up, don't they? And it is the FIFA World Cup. So do you think they would ever, like, it's a weird one because are they currently both still in the FIFA organization? Because if they are, that seems a bit rough, I would think. I can't say too much probably, or else I find myself disappearing. But 7.5 minutes through, a corner here for Man United. That's, tries to get it over the top, and it is going to be, that's a weak header attempt from Bruno Fernandes. Instead of firing it back across the box, tried to go himself. It was from the edge of the box. Allison now whips it out. Liverpool almost given up the ball. Manchester United have the throw, and Elliott wants it. He's not going to have it. He looks confused. That call going against him, but now Man United, they've had a majority of the possession throughout the early stages of this matchup so far. Now on this far side, I believe it is Alanga. In fact, no, I've got that around the wrong way. I believe that would actually be Diaz, sorry. On that side of the field, Liverpool getting the position back for half a second, then kicking it into touch. Henderson. My tongue's getting an all. No, but cases are common against FIFA key people. Nothing unusual there, says Sebastian. Now passing across. Robertson. Oh, that was sliding through the back of him. That's got to be a penalty, doesn't it? Yep, they've got the advantage at least. And now Man United. Right, the ref awarded the free kick. It was quite a dirty one. He did end up coming through the back there and didn't quite get to the ball. It's a fair enough penalty against them. Liverpool now have got this one. Virgil van Dijk passes it across now to Gomez. Centre-back counterpart. And teammate for this one. Milner goes down the wing. Looks like Man United putting on some very good pressure, and once again, they've been able to get the ball back. Now kicking it forward. It's going through Fernandes across to Rashford. He's hit the post. The right-hand post has been struck. And now the ball goes into touch. It will be a corner, but that was the opportunity. I thought it was Rashford. Where was Rashford? It wasn't Rashford. It was actually No, it's not Diaz. I think it was actually Alanga who did have that chance. I thought it would have been Rashford sitting right in the middle, but Alanga, he tries to strike it, finesse it round, and it just hits the post about as square as you can and bounces back. Unlucky for Alanga. Now defended by Virgil van Dijk using his size And now good bit of work from Mo Salah, tackled by Malanga. Now, 10 minutes through this contest, we've seen a lot of attack from Man United, not too much from Liverpool as of yet. In fact, the last 5 minutes or so, that was brilliantly done by Fernandes. But he just didn't quite. Oh, the coach was celebrating before it went in. And Alange saying how brilliant of a ball that was. But wasn't able to get it in. Like they're saying, that ball's got to go in the net. Now, that was a handball. Okay, the referee's saying it's not a handball. Henderson now will kick it downfield. The crowd are not too happy, and now it's a foot race. The goalie out, David De Gea, way off his line and does clear it towards the touchline. And also, I've come from a Minecraft stream to a football stream, says Harry. I've built stadiums before on Minecraft, so I guess a little bit of a connection there. Other than that, there's probably not too many similarities overall. I'm trying to think of what would be a similarity between them. They're playing on a slightly squarish field. Minecraft, a lot of squares in there, a lot of blocks. Now, Alexander-Arnold passes it back to the goalie, Alisson. Passes across to Virgil van Dijk. Now across the face of the goal. Kicking down the middle of the pitch, currently trying to find a gap here in the Man United defence. And like I mentioned, we've hardly even seen an attack from Liverpool throughout the first little while of this contest. And 7:12 a.m. in New Zealand, I should say. Some 12 minutes through the game as well. Kick back to Alisson, does receive, and it looks like he is telling his defence to start moving a little bit more. He wants some options at the back. And he finds it in Gomez now going down the wing. Salah gets involved. It's a 1-2, and he just couldn't quite chase it down. Disappointed with that one. Mo Salah, they are showing there. Cristiano Ronaldo going to be off the bench in this match, perhaps, if they do decide to use him, that is, which they may not, depending on who they go with. They got plenty of sub options. And United, they do need a win. I hear movement, I think. Oh, hey, Mum. I was going to say I can hear movement, but I couldn't see movement. Feeding the lambs. We've got a couple lambs in our backyard, ladies and gentlemen. That's just New Zealand rural or pretty much anywhere life, really. End up with a whole heap of random sheep around. Varane goes across. Big pass over the top. Elanga has tried to get onto it. Alexander-Arnold, though, he is great in his defence. To sign him as well. It's gone downfield. Oh, it's brilliantly defended. And now Man United. If Alanga wasn't lying down, unfortunately, he would have actually been there for that one. So it is one of those risky business jobs, I guess you could say. You do stay down a little bit longer. Now at the back. Back across to Alisson. Man United, they had more of that possession in the first 10 minutes. It looks like Liverpool trying to turn around the momentum a little bit and have a bit more of it in the next 10. Milner receives the ball now going down the wing. Diaz. First time almost we've seen him with the ball. Goes back. It's a nice triangle play from Liverpool looking possibly down the wing. No, too much pressure on him. Diaz has to go back. They have still got the ball. Jordan Henderson. Goes across now. Alexander-Arnold tries the lofted through ball. Doesn't quite find the hands or the feet. Alanga now, nice bit of skill. Oh, he's just smacked his teammate in the face with the ball. It's unfortunate. Virgil van Dijk now kicks it over the top, trying to find Mo Salah, and he's done just that. Brilliant work from Salah. Chips over the top, almost through the middle, but it's going to be not quite there for Roberto Firmino. Still on the side of Liverpool just for now. Sancho, though, being able to keep that one, the 1-2. Goes out to him, Rashford, running down the outside, but instead going to Fernandes. Now tries to find Rashford. And will just be able to keep this one inside of the field of play. Virgil van Dijk defending, now back across. Fernandes finds an open man. Nice work from Eriksen, but wasn't quite able to face the goal. Now Elanga at the back, or in fact, that will be Dalot. Did have that one. Now 1-2 from Eriksen. Back across, it's got to be a goal for Man United. Surely it's the skill. All he has to do is put it in. And it will be the goal for Sancho. And he's fired up about it as well there, Sancho. Jordan Sancho does score the first try, or the first goal of the match for Man United. And they find themselves 1-0 up now. Jadon Sancho, though, the fact that the goalie went one way, same with the defender, Milner getting right in the face of Virgil van Dijk. And I think he's just blaming him. I think he was tapping him on the chest like that, saying that was on you, bud, to try and sort it out. Virgil van Dijk, I guess you can, I'm going to look at his positioning a little bit here. You would have to say, yeah, he just stood in front of him. He didn't really go to him. Fair play, Red Devils, says Sebastian. But Sancho does sell the dummy. Milner went across, wasn't able to get onto it. And then all Sancho had to do was put it in. Alisson dove the wrong way. And it just became the tap. And that was brilliantly done by Sancho. How much composure the youngster could have just in the corner. Borussia Dortmund, he has recently made his way over the ditch to Man United and now scores himself another in the 210th meeting between these two sides. So nicely done by Jadon Sancho. Man United 1-0 up now, up against Liverpool at home. Now Alisson's got it back at the back of the field. Now the thing is, Liverpool had more of the possession, but they didn't really do too much with it when they had the best opportunity was Mo Salah. That's once again going to be a mistake, but luckily for them, it's hit Bruno Fernandes, I believe it was, or in fact, it hit the goal scorer, Sancho. So because of that, Liverpool conceding first goal in the last 7 games that they've played, which is huge because Liverpool normally pride themselves on that defence. Yes, they've got a strong attack, but you've also got, Virgil van Dijk, normally very handy. Alexander-Arnold, I think, has been one of the standout defenders for them in this contest. We haven't really seen too much of Gomez or Robertson at the back as well, down at the left-hand side, which is surprising because that is a side that they have actually gone down quite a bit, Man United, so that might be something that they need to look at a bit later on. But now it's a ball going just inside of the box. It was a massive touch, but now Firmino tries to link up the pass. It's gone into the middle. Now Milner not quite able to find his pass. Nice work and good hustle at the back from Jordan Henderson, or Henderson. I keep on saying Henderson. Now nice work, and it's going wide. Bit of skill there from Diaz. Disappointed not to be able to put that one in the net, though. Like they're saying, maybe if he found the ball to Mo Salah, it could have been a different option, but Diaz just ended up getting a little bit too wide. 18 minutes in currently, we do find ourselves sitting 1-0 in favour of Man United. Jurgen Klopp, he doesn't look happy. Shake of the head. Man United's manager, though, he's looking a little bit happier, if that's possible. Downfield from David De Gea. Some good distance on that one. Won by Virgil van Dijk with the header. And now Diaz passes across to Robertson. Just have to fire it across under pressure. Back to the keeper, Alisson. Now Virgil van Dijk at the back. Goes to Robertson. Now a pass back to Milner. Seems currently like Liverpool, they can't quite find that link up between their defence and their attack. They need that midfield to start stepping up a bit more. Henderson we've seen quite a bit. Elliott we haven't really seen a huge amount of, though. For the first little while now, it's a counter-attack for Man United. Sancho through ball and Rashford. That's brilliant defence there from, I believe it was Gomez, who was able to get down with the slide tackle, putting Rashford under pressure. He's fallen down, and the position now going back on the side of Robertson, but another brilliant opportunity for Man United. They could have gone 2-0 up after only 20 minutes or so. Now, I should mention that in the last few games that we've had, I believe their last match, Man United, they lost 4-0. So this is already a big improvement on what we did see in their last fixture. The game before that, I want to say they lost 1 or 2-0 to their other opponents. But I'm actually going to see who they have got in their upcoming fixtures as well while we are at it. But I should mention anyone who is new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Greetings from Dubai, says Tom. Welcome in, mate. Hope you are going well. Who are you backing to win this game? Currently, Man United up by 1. Elliot back across to Arnold. Is Ronaldo playing, says PS4. At the moment, he is not out there on the park, but he is one of the substitutes, so he may play a little bit later on. But it was Sancho who was able to score the goal. Rashford not looking too bad early on in this contest either. That's a missed opportunity for Firmino. Doesn't find the pass that he needed. Now Sancho across Man United. Doesn't look like anyone's chasing after that one. And Virgil van Dijk gets it at the back. Goes across down the bottom of the field to Robinson. Now Milner. Back to Robinson. Just trying to play a little bit of keep ball here for Liverpool. Keep it on their side. And try and find that gap in the Man United defence, which seems like something that's been a little bit tricky. Definitely with passes like that. That one has gone pretty much straight into touch from Gomez. And Mo Salah will be disappointed with that one. Right. I'm going to see Man United. They had a 2-1 loss to Brighton and then a 4-0 win over, or 4-0 loss over Brentford. But the next games that they've got coming up, they have got Southampton in 5 days, Leicester, then they play Arsenal. That's going to be a good game that we will hopefully be able to cover on the channel as well. And then Crystal Palace versus Man United in 20 days. Whereas Liverpool, they had a 2-2 draw with Fulham and a 2-2 draw, or sorry, a 1-1 draw with Crystal Palace. So yet to get themselves a victory this year in the Premier League. But their next games are Bournemouth, then it will be Newcastle, Everton, and Wolverhampton. And there as well, the Wolves. Now Liverpool, this is a good opportunity. Mo Salah once again. It seems like the attack is well and truly based around them. Looking to pass it across. No, still hanging on to it. Salah defended well by Eriksen. Wasn't overcommitting. Now ball fed through to Milner. Tries to keep it in, but he has gone just into touch. And he's an angry man as well, Milner. It looks like he's going to try and have a chat to Martinez. Gives him a bit of a shoulder as well. Those two were going at it earlier in the match. Seems like there's a bit of unfinished business between them. And Yo says Sam Henry and Man U need this big time. Says Pip, they certainly do. Although that's the thing, Liverpool, you'd have to say, also need this game, which is why it's such an intriguing contest being this early on in the Premier League and getting to see them go head-to-head because, like they mentioned, Liverpool have never won 3 games in a row at Old Trafford up against Man United, and this would be their opportunity to do so. Currently on a 2-match winning streak, but Man United, they want to turn their season around as they currently are sitting in 19th and on the way to school. Says Sam Henry, yeah, that's the thing with the Tuesday morning game here in New Zealand. It does mean a lot of you guys probably have got either work or school. So do let me know what your plans are for the day, ladies and gentlemen. I know that Juventus are also playing currently. Man U are bad now, says Sam Henry. Although that's the thing in the Premier League, if you can find that momentum early on in the season, yes, they haven't found it yet, but if they get a couple combinations right, then it can completely turn around your season. And the question, I think, on a lot of people's minds is, have they still got it in them to run for the title this year? Now, oh, it's a bit wonky. And now Eriksen got it back on the side. Oh, Man U. Question for you, Hamish. What is your favourite team in the NRL, says Brandon? I mean, I would say the Warriors because they are the New Zealand side. He's gone down there. Is it a penalty? Yes, it is. And it looks like there's going to be a yellow card. Who ended up with that? That was actually Alexander Arnold, the defence. I did mention earlier on, he's been looking very good, but that time to get it a bit wrong. Elanga saw the opportunity down the wing and Elanga may have gone down a bit easy, but at the end of the day, Alexander Arnold, he still extended that leg out, didn't get much of the ball at all. So that is why the yellow card goes the way or against the Liverpool right back. And they're saying his first ever start was actually at Old Trafford. And also, I can't win the title this year, nor in the next 5 years, in my opinion, says Sebastian. So what do you think? I guess it's one of those ones that it's a bigger question. Eriksen, oh, that was close. Almost. Did beautifully there, Christian Eriksen, with the curling ball. He's never scored against Liverpool, and that was almost going in, but they're going to be going for the corner now. But, oh, that's a good save from Alisson. He had to make sure that that one went in. Yeah, what do you think is the big thing that they need to change, Sebastian? Is it the coaching? Is it is there something there? Is it the player selection? And also, man, you need a better coach, says Sam Henry. And then that one's going to be an unsuccessful corner. Bruno Fernandes not quite able to jump up to it. Looks like Elanga just having a bit of a conversation with him in the midfield as they run back for this goal kick of Alisson. And also, question for you, Hamish. Why are you not online on Discord, says Brandon. I think my Discord, ever since the new update, has been glitching out a little bit. Has anyone else found that, like, it's gone really weird? Because for me, it doesn't have me as online anymore just for now. And also, it like, didn't have any of my chats that I had with people for, like, the first 2 or 3 days. Now they are back, but it seemed to be that everything kind of disappeared on it for a little bit. But now, Dalot, I'm going to throw this one in. Very slowly throwing it in, but that's a very good throw. Now, Fernandes goes across. It's just not quite working. And that attack can get rid of Maguire and Ronaldo, who are the two cancers of the team. Also allow Coach Ten Hag do his stuff and bring in the players that suit his style, says Sebastian. Nice bit of spin in there. Oh, it's a spear tackle. Diaz would have felt that one. And it's a yellow card for Varane. Tell you what, or Varane, sorry. He's dropped him good. Rugby players would have been happy with that tackle. Went for the midsection, went how you go. Oh, he actually almost got a hand on the lower groinal region. And also, you're not online. Can you checks it? Can I checks it? Says Brandon, I might need a little bit more information. That one now kicked downfield. It's a good clearance from Man United and Liverpool. Now currently Gomez getting sent slightly wider by Alisson, who will possibly just walk his way back to his goal box. Can you change it as well, says Brandon? It's not my doing. It's like a glitch from Discord since they updated. Like, I can't unupdate it, if that makes sense. I just have to wait to see if they bring out a patch. And also what has happened, says Sam Henry, just Discord, it had me like offline. Pretty much is the gist of that one. But now, kick down the middle. Milner. Now working hard here. Fernandes to keep it on their side. It's a mistake though. Now Firmino, he tries the little flick up. That was not the ball. And tell you what, Henderson is livid with that pass. But they have still got this one. Alexander-Arnold goes across to Mo Salah. And how has Man U scored? They did a brilliant ball. And Sanko, he had all the time in the world to be able to slot it in, take care of your groinal regions, kids, Sebastian. And also, Man U not been right since the Septics brought them his Pip. Yeah, because I heard there are rumours of Man United getting sold. And it's a $4 billion deal or something like that it could end up being. And I wanted to do a bit of Googling to work out how much the All Blacks are worth. And I believe they are about 3.2 million New Zealand dollars, but 3 billion New Zealand dollars, 2 million or so US dollars. So double the size of the All Blacks as the brand of Man United. So it just shows you how big of a deal. Morning, lads, says Nathan. Welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing well. Sebastian, do you play Golf 22? Here's Brandon. Now Robertson goes down the wing. Diaz, a lot of pressure on him. Oh, he's just been taken down, has he? He's doing well. But I think those two were going for it on the wing. I think in the end, it was Dalot who was able to get the better of that encounter. Diaz couldn't quite believe that he hadn't been fouled. There were a couple times in there that it looked relatively close to being a penalty. At Man United, they have been able to get themselves that penalty near the touchline. Currently, another 15-plus minutes left in this first half. De Gea sends it downfield with the long ball. Man United quite able to get onto that one. Alexander-Arnold now going forward once again. They need a through ball, and they've been able to find it through the legs of Christian Eriksen. Elliott looking to back his pace. Fernandes able to make him stop pretty quickly, though. Henderson now in the midfield, going with the long lob pass across to Robinson. This is a good attack from Liverpool. Now fire back to Diaz. What can he do? He's got a stem on the outside. Tries to fire it across. Great defense in the end, though, by, I believe it was Dalot. That man has been on fire, and glad I'm not a fan of either, says Gregor. And also, hello, Brandon. Not a golf fan, my guy, says Sebastian. And also, morning, Nathan. says Sebastian as well. Although, Sebastian, question, would you watch us play Wii Sports Golf? Out of curiosity. And do you guys want to see more of those Wii Sports videos and other random like Wii games in the future? Or would you prefer more, I guess, along the lines of FIFA? Because we could probably do both, to be fair. Virgil van Dijk, he's a tough man to stop. And they have stopped him. It didn't quite find its way over. Now, going to be passed. Finds their foot, and it's a beautiful whipping ball, but it's gone just a little bit too far. Hamish, you got no live stream. Do you want to do interviews after the All Blacks versus Argentina on your stream? Okay, Sebastian says Brandon, and yeah, All Blacks versus Argentina, says Brandon. I think we have already got a couple plans for straight after that game that we will end up doing. Is that Casemiro? Casemiro, I think they said. That's who it is, isn't it? When did he get signed? I think he was recently signed, wasn't he? And I was like, both on the Kiwi Gaming, says Brandon. And there's that's going to be sent downfield from David De Gea. Big double push in the back for Rashford from Robinson. Now Robinson about to throw this ball in for Liverpool, who currently sit 1-0 down to try and find their way back into the contest. We haven't really seen too many attacking opportunities that look like they're going to be able to score, though, other than maybe, I would say 2, whereas Man United, they've been on the money. That was a lot of pressure at the back. And in the end, just having to clean that one up was Elliott and Allison. Now throwing for Man United. Does Dalot try and launch one long here, or does he just go short? I think he'll go short. And also, I like Wii Sports Golf because I ain't real in it. And we have thought this through. If you're going to play a tedious game, at least you don't have to watch pensioners playing it, says Sebastian. And there's, and yeah, we've got another Wii video coming up relatively soon, which has a huge amount of, well, I guess it took a huge amount of filming, is all I'm going to say. It's a fun concept that hopefully you guys will enjoy when it does end up getting edited. It will take a long time to edit, though, just because there is quite a few hours of footage that did go into it, and very IRL on Thursday. And there says Brandon. Now going back to, it was in the centre for Gomez. Fire back from Alexander-Arnold, gives it off to Allison. And Liverpool have spent a majority of the game actually playing from just outside of their own box. Big push in the back there that time. Now Varane gives it back. It's going to be going up the field. Oh, big push. And that one's going to go out. Liverpool last 10 minutes of possession, 75%. So it just shows how much this has changed a little bit. But the difference is still that one goal on the board. Now Man United. About to throw this one in is Alexander-Arnold. Goes long with it down to Mo Salah. And they've been able to shut him down pretty well. I think it is Malacia at the back now. Eriksson has been able to help get it as well. McTominay goes forward. Lofted through ball. No, it's going to be going to Allison, who's way off his line. That was a risky tactic from the Brazilian goalkeeper, but he's got it right that time. And now they take it quickly. He's only just got back to his box. And now, big opportunity for Alanga down this side. Nice bit of footwork, but it does go back into the feet of Henderson. Now trying to get the counter-attack going. Mo Salah needs to start getting on his scrapers and start running hard, because he is probably one of the main keys. Although I actually meant to say 35 mils power, or 35 miles passes the ball to 55 mils pound. He looks up, he lobbed it over to 85 mils pound. 85 mils pound scored the goal. Yeah, there's money for days in this, isn't there? Like, at the end of the day, these guys are paid more in a season than a lot of people would see in a lifetime, which is huge. Now Diaz receives that one back. Cross to Roberto Firmino. Not really seen a huge amount of him throughout the early stages. Now Henderson goes across. Of course, that look like they're going to score a goal as soon as I try and blow my nose for hay fever. It's gone back. Oh, no. Elliott has had his one knocked away, and Sancho is out there, and he has been able to get it back to Dalot. Dalot's had a very good game, although that is his worst pass of the day, as he has just given it straight back to Liverpool, who fire it back to halfway. I think they need to try and really attack here. See if they can get their way through and get a goal. If we go into halftime 1-1, it is anyone's game. It's a good start to the match for Man United, a lot better than we have seen in a couple of their other fixtures for the season, and they have only played a couple of other fixtures. Henderson cuts on the inside. That one is really skew-whiffed off his foot there for Milner, getting it wrong. And like Messi, I believe he earns €3 million a month at PSG. Yeah, that madness, isn't it? That would get me my deposit on the house that I was looking at, even though I can't afford a house and I can't afford a deposit. So that's unfortunate. But it was one of those houses, you know, when you see a house and you're like, that's the one. That was the one. It's still on sale, but Hamish doesn't have like $700,000. Now, going down the wing, Robertson across to Van Dijk. One more now to Gomez at the back for Liverpool, carving up the middle, Milner. One more forward, off to Robertson. Good ball retention here from Liverpool. Luis Diaz trying to go on the outside, but Darlos had him covered throughout the whole of this contest so far. Van Dijk at the back. A veteran, played for Liverpool for a long time. Now Alexander-Arnold going back on the inside to Elliott. Now it's starting to open up a little bit. Milner, no, he's been cut off once again. It's brilliant work from Man United. Martinez at the back. He's not the tallest man in the world, but he certainly packs a big punch. Henderson gets it back, though, for Liverpool, having to do some triangles just to keep it on their side. Beautiful ball across the top to Van Dijk. Sitting about 40 yards out now. I'm going to use yards because it's football in it. Now, going out to Robertson. Diaz in space. They're willing to give him that space as he isn't really attacking from where he was. That was almost a word. Now back to Roberto Firmino. Now through. Nice little 1-2. It goes straight to De Gea. And you could start, you could use some of Spanish you've learnt off the Puma stream to talk to Messi for a wee charitable transfer, says Sebastian there as well. Yeah, although I can only introduce myself for the channel. This stage, Bienvenido de nuevo al canal de Kiwi Lads. I don't actually remember what that means, though, but it's the intro of the video, roughly. Other than that, though, my Spanish is not great. I know that bonito and bonita is when you say that someone is beautiful if they're a woman and someone is beautiful if they're a man. You say an A for the woman and an O for the man. Fun fact. Hopefully that's correct. And I was like, what do you mean? Why are people saying nothing to wanting on video? What do you mean? Why are people saying nothing to wanting on video? Says Brandon. And there. It's a good question. Overall, what do I mean? Was that to do with the house deposit? Oh, that was dirty. That didn't look too good at all. And he's been kind of crushed in that one for Fernandes. He looks up asking for the penalty. And asking for a yellow card for Milner. He doesn't manage to get the yellow card, but he stays down. He looked up. He looks like he's holding his, it's looking like the Achilles region at the moment. Good stuff. Same as soccer. I dig it. Majority of me mates love football. I respect that. More soccer, please, Kiwi Lad, says Nathan. And I guess it's the question of, do you just want Premier League football or do you want also international football thrown in there? Because that's the thing. Soon as we get out of the Rugby Championship, we should have a lot more spare time. Of course, the Premiership's going to be starting back up, so we'll be a little bit busier around that stage. But now Virgil van Dijk at the back has to fire it across to Robertson, and now Liverpool have to clear their lines. It's gone up. Nice work by Firmino. Gets it back to Elliott. Now Alexander-Arnold. Nice running down the wing by the right back, although he might get caught here. Great tracking back from Elanga. Almost scored himself a goal earlier on. Henderson now tries to attack. Mo Salah cleans up. Nice work here. Passed across. No, haven't quite been able to get that one where they needed it to. One moment. We will go like this. There we go. Currently sitting 40 minutes through this contest, and both of these sides still continue to try and break the chain that we've had of 1-0 for Man United. Jordan Sancho, a couple of FIFA World Cup streams. Why not? Biggest sporting event in the world, says Sebastian in there. Now passed out wide, Alexander-Arnold. And now fire low. Mo Salah. No, it's been blocked beautifully. Why, once again, Martinez. He's been doing well at the back currently. But yeah, the FIFA World Cup, of course, I would have loved to see New Zealand there. Sadly, we are missing the Kiwis in that World Cup. But yeah, I think we're still going to do quite a few FIFA World Cup live streams when it does end up coming around. People say nothing wanting on my video, Amish. And there says Brandon. So I guess that's the thing. Sometimes videos get comments, sometimes they don't. It's one of those weird ones that, like, I guess it just depends on the video, really. Like, the randomest video can end up with 50 comments. And then a video that you think will have comments could end up, oh, he almost just kicked it in his own goal. That would have been dodgy. That was close. Wow. That was extremely close. Fernandez, in fact, it was, almost kicked it past Martinez into the goal. And whatever Sebastian say, I mean, his knowledge on soccer, I don't know, happy with whatever, to be honest, says Nathan. Oh, Fernandez slams it at Martinez on the line. That would have been a sure goal. Martinez, it just smacks him in the chest. Man, that's lucky. And you can see that De Gea was just stuck there like a statue going, what just happened here? We need to sort that out. But that was very risky. Well, then, hey, people, you're not the only one. Says Brandon. No. Kicked over the top from Elliott. Tries to find the pass. Doesn't quite get it now. It's at the back for Rain. Big kick downfield from De Gea. Like they're saying, easily could have put it into his own net. And, of course, that's a wrong goal. Oh, that's a big shot. And it looks like he's going to be staying down. He puts his hand up. He asks for the penalty from the referee. If he hasn't got it by now, he's not going to get it. That was close for Liverpool to be able to go through. I believe it was Diaz, but now it's a counter-attack from Man United. Great ball down to Rashford on the wing. Bit of skill, but Virgil van Dijk able to clean it up, the veteran defender. And Diaz not used to not conceding a goal. You have to excuse him, says Sebastian. Yeah, in 2 games, he's conceded 6. Just something you wouldn't really expect to see from David De Gea. And the Kiwi Lads Gaming for Gaming, the Kiwi Lads Sport is live stream of other sports, says Brandon. Now Robertson probably doesn't have an R tongue roll there, but we do normally end up with that from our Argentine live streams that we do on the channel. Now Robertson goes back. Diaz passing forward. Robertson, nice little link-up play here for Liverpool. Elliott in a bit of space. Now trying to kick it in behind. He's got the perfect weight on that one. It has been defended nicely by Varane. And they haven't really allowed that crossing ball into the box for Liverpool's attack here, which is brilliant work from Man United. 2 at the back. First of all, Martinez and also Varane. He was the man who got onto that one, blocked that one out, not allowing any danger for Liverpool's attack. But now it's a corner. 3 corners so far for both of these sides each in this match. Robertson kicks it in. It's going to be cleared nicely, but it's out to the edge of the back to Alexander-Arnold. Now Elliott passes back across. Now Robertson, it's hit the defender and Fernandez. Currently about, I'd say 5 minutes left. We've had a little bit of stoppage time. Okay, the crowd aren't too happy, or I think they're just chanting. It's hard to tell. Now, Alexander-Arnold goes for the lob ball over the top. Is there anyone there? There certainly is. Milner tries to go across. It goes straight to De Gea. And Liverpool haven't quite been as clinical as we normally expect. De Gea, he's just shaking his head. He's not too happy with something that's going on at the moment. He's got bright orange or bright yellow boots, I should say. Quite a fan of the colour yellow. As a lot of you guys know, Cristiano Ronaldo might be coming off the bench later on in this contest. Good tackle made by Mo Salah. And there was a Scottish guy in the Anfield crowd who started playing the bagpipes every time Robertson was in possession of the ball. Got to honour the Scot, says Sebastian in there as well. And it's that thing of Scotland. They bring a lot of passion to no matter what sport they play, whether it's rugby, whether it's football, whether it's cricket even. They do still go out there, and they go out there to try and win. It came off the shoulder, I believe, of Diaz, but they have said it is play on. All that's a very cynical tackle. And he slaps the ground. So does Diaz. Everyone's slapping the ground. Should I slap the ground? It's going to be a yellow card. The ground's quite a long way down. If it wasn't, I would slap it. Okay. Bruno Fernandes not too happy with that one. Darlow gets it wrong. He goes, get out of here. Oh, he did get a bit of the ball, to be fair, but he did come straight through the back of Diaz, so that might be where the main penalty came from. Like the commentators are saying, not too sure if it's a yellow card. Has ended up getting it slightly wrong for Darlow. And also we have got there, my Discord is Harry and Luck. If you want to talk at halftime, it says Harry and Luck. And I think, depending on what's happening, I think we've got maybe a rugby itch coming on. I'm not too sure if he has just 1 minute of added time here. And Liverpool, that's a big kick downfield from Man United. And more than likely, with the 30 seconds left on the clock, Liverpool won't quite have enough time. It looks like they are willing to just keep it on their side, not go for anything too crazy here. Allison, it's an interesting tactic. I would have thought a long ball down the field, which I think they're now going for. The long kick, if this works out for them all, he's gone down now. Mo Salah trying to clean it up, hasn't got the aerial leap of Darlow. Now Elliott running it back to halfway almost. Gives it back across to Robertson. This is one big attack that Liverpool need to get right. Alexander-Arnold, one more going forward. And that is going to be halftime in this contest. 1-0 in favour of Man United. A good first half and just a solo goal from Jadon Sancho. And our Rugby Sevens in Los Angeles, they certainly are. The LA Sevens going to be getting underway very soon. And it's going to be absolutely awesome to see who does manage to take out that one, whether it's going to be South Africa once again, just like the Commonwealth Games, whether it's Fiji this time. But Sancho scoring in the 16th minute, the lone goal of this match so far between Man United and Liverpool, and also Anthony Alanga, the Viking, says Sebastian. And he was very unlucky not to score in that first half. It just hit the post square on. They've got a massive TV behind them, although I think it's a green screen. And also Qatar, says Nazi Williams. We could think about it. I will go like that quickly. And he's Swedish, says Sebastian in there. Is he? Oh, I don't actually know that. I didn't know where he was from. I think that's the thing. Other than a couple Brazilians and also the English players, I don't actually know too many of these guys who have made their way into the squad in the last 3 or 4 years or so. And also, you got a PS4 console, says Nathan. So what I will quickly do is I will go like this, and I will go like that, and like that, and like that. Now, I did talk to Rugby Itch a little bit earlier on, and he did say he'd know closer to halftime whether or not he was coming on the channel. I think there was more to say whether or not Man United were about 3 or 4 down at this point. As he is a Man United man. In fact, I am predicting that he will be wearing his Man United kit when he comes on the channel in a very short moment, ladies and gentlemen. I think overall the attacking definitely went the way of Man United early on. We did see some solid defence from Varane and also Hernandez alongside. United will win today, says Barak. And no Xbox, says Brandon. Also, can we talk or not, says Harry and Luck. I have actually already got the Rugby Itch coming on the channel for this one, but maybe a future one, depending on whether we can get it organised and everything along those lines. But we will need a bit more warning than 1 minute before kickoff saying, can I come on? Just so that we could get everything all organised a bit better. But Firmino hasn't really been that prominent throughout the early stages of this contest. They are just showing the last time that they were playing at Old Trafford. And what we will quickly do is we will go like this and like this. And we will go Manchester United 1 to Liverpool's 0 at half time. There we go. We will have that just so that we can put it across the bottom when Rugby Itch does end up coming on the channel very, very soon. But do let me know, ladies and gentlemen, can Liverpool fire back in the second half, or do we see Man United extend their lead to a little bit further? Now, I know they were about $6 underdogs in this contest. Oh no, I was wrong. He hasn't got the Man United kit on. Hello, mate.
How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you going? What do you think of the first half?
I'm bricking it. I'm really bricking it. I'm just it's one of those games where I should be happy, to be perfectly honest, guys, as a Man U fan, but it's just with these kind of halves, like you can have one half where you're just so good and what Man U were really dominant within that first half, but then completely switch off within the second half. So that's kind of in the back of my mind, to be in all honesty. But yeah, overall, obviously it's probably the best performance I've seen from Man U this season so far, because they've been absolutely dreadful, to say the least. Within the last 2 games. So yeah, over the moon really.
Because it seems to be the attack has been a lot more efficient from Man United, and also Varane at the back has been very good at the moment. Alongside Hernandez, it seems like there's individual performances that are getting put together for Man United, which is something, like you mentioned, that hasn't really happened so far throughout the year. But Liverpool, what are you thinking? Mo Salah or Firmino to step up in the second half?
Definitely Mo Salah. If there's one player out of that front three, it's definitely Mo Salah, as well as Luis Diaz. He's just an incredible player, of course. It'll be interesting to see what they do, obviously, in terms of the attack, because they don't actually have a lot of attacking options off the bench. The only one they actually have is Fabio Carvalho. So it's interesting to see if they go with him or not. But in general, I mean, Man U just have to stick to their game plan. If they can just defend like they have. I mean, I've been very impressed by Martinez. A lot of people are calling out, said we all know he's like a 5'9" center back, and we've seen a lot of center backs throughout the days, who've been that small, been able to handle their business, and I believe Martinez definitely has the quality to do that. So definitely starting to see some good signs from him, and hopefully that kind of form continues on throughout the whole season. But I'm just gonna hold on. That's all I'm hoping for.
So do you think it's going to be an extra goal for Man United in the second half, or do you think it could be a 1-0 closing out?
I really see this game either being a 1-1, where Liverpool snatch a goal within the second half, or Man U get another goal. But I can only see it one of two ways. I'll be very surprised if Man U continue their pressing to a higher standard within the second half. But yeah, you just never know really with how these half chains. But hopefully it continues. That's all I can say.
And Sancho scoring in the 16th minute, open for days as soon as he sold that dummy. The goalkeeper, Alisson, diving the wrong way and just left it. That all he had to do was tap it in. So my big question as well is, when you look at your subs bench for Man United, who do you think are the three players they're going to be bringing on? Do you think Ronaldo gets a crack, or would you keep the same front three that you've got at the moment? Rashford's doing pretty well.
To be honest, I wouldn't even change the attack at this point in time. It's one of those where it's actually clicking very well. I think the only substitutions they'll have to make as the game carries on, if the scoreline remains, is probably, switching Eriksen out for Fred, as he's more defensive minded. Maybe taking Dallo off because he just got that yellow card towards the end of the half. I don't know. You bring on someone like, I'm trying to think who can come off the bench for United. I mean, I guess like you can shift. You have like Luke Shaw, I guess you can put in, or it really just depends on what happens. But another appearance.
Another one, yep. He looks annoyed. It's quite early morning here in New Zealand. At the moment, still just before 8 a.m.
Exactly. As I said, it must be a weird timing for you actually to watch this game, because for me, I'm not going to say it's weird timing, because I've been very fortunate that the game starts in the US here at 3 p.m. But it's just it's kind of unnormal for it to be at such good of a time, really, because most of the games so far from the Premier League have started, as late as I'd say 10 a.m. So it's very fortunate, of course. But I'm nervous. I'm nervous for sure.
I was going to say, you'll have those nerves here for the next 45 minutes or so. Good luck, I guess I should say, for Man United. Hope they can close it out.
Yeah, hopefully they can get the job done. But I'm kind of apprehensive really just for this kind of United side at the moment. So I really just can't say I'm not 100% there all the way. But hopefully as the game carries on, my confidence gets a bit uplifted. But you're really excited for the second half.
Oh, well, good luck. If you do come on for any sort of post-match thing, I would love to see the United kit, although I feel like that might still be in England, is it?
No, I mean, I do have my United kit, actually. It's just that it's in the dryer at the moment. So that's the only reason why I'm not wearing it. So maybe if I come on during the second half, well, maybe if I do a post-match, I can maybe wear the United kit then.
Yeah. Is that only if they win? Would you still wear it if they lost?
No, I'll still come on. Yeah. It's all good.
Well, I guess we will see you in about 50 minutes' time, mate.
Of course. Yep. See you then.
See you later. There we go. And we will go like that. There we go. So I have currently also gained a cat during that halftime intervention there, but I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you're excited for the second half, but we're not too far away from it getting underway. And what we're going to do is we're quickly going to deal with some hay fever as well. That's the thing. Early on in the morning, I think, It says it's humid at the moment, but I don't believe it is raining here, which means George will be working more than likely, because he did mention how if he wasn't working, he would come in for the second half, but I believe he is currently at work. There we go. We are all better now. I would have been playing some guitar, but I've got a cat in the way now, unfortunately. So it's a bit tricky to be able to play it, unless I play it up here like some sort of fancy rock star. I don't even know what string I'm on. Okay, that's the second string. Whose birthday is it? I'm watching from the UK, says Harry in there. That was not my best guitar playing, but saying that, when is it? You know, it's one of those ones that sometimes it goes wrong. It sounds very similar to like a can when I put that down. I think it's one of those cables, or actually no, it's those headphones that make it sound a bit rattly. Currently only a few minutes away from the second half, getting underway in this matchup. Jadon Sancho, the lone goal scorer. We almost saw one a little bit earlier on in the match, in fact, for his teammate, which was Elanga, but wasn't quite able to get it in the goal like he needed. And now, could be a good second half. Do let me know who you think will be able to score a goal. I'm actually going to say Mo Salah. Similar to what Rabiot said about how he will be a bit more prominent in the second half, I think Mo Salah does manage to score himself one. And then we find out whether Man United can dig deep, get themselves a second or a third goal perhaps. And also, please may I join the Discord server, says Harry and Luck. I believe if we've got a link somewhere, you can definitely join that. I'm not too sure what our link is at the moment for that one. I'll see if I can find it while we are still sitting at the half. And Rashford and Firmino, says Sebastian. Oh yeah, because you were going 2-1, weren't you? So you've got your 2 goals that you are going to be looking for in this one. What we will quickly do is we'll go like that. We'll go like that. We'll put that there and we'll go like that. There we go. I believe that is the Discord link. Maybe. So it may or may not work with that one. One moment. I feel like that's the only downside of doing morning live streams, is the fact that it's when I sneeze and feel like I'm going to sneeze the most. Ronaldo, says Harry in there. There we go. We are all fixed up again. And yeah, we have actually got quite a few videos coming out on the main channel. I should mention today, we've got an All Blacks update for their squad. We have also got the Fijian Sevens squad that they have announced. And then alongside that, we're probably going to be filming about 3 or 4 other videos for a bit later on in the week as well. So we got a busy day, but that was the benefit of getting up early for this Man United versus Liverpool game. It meant that I would be out of bed. I'll be ready to go at about 9 once this game did end up ending. And then I've got like a full 12 hours worth. How old is De Gea, the Spanish? Any idea his age? I want to say he's like 36. David De Gea. David De Gea, he is... Oh, okay, he's 31. Bit younger. Oh, of course, now that I think about it, that's because I'm always like 5 years in the future on FIFA when we end up signing him. Never mind. Sector 1 channel Harry, multiple accounts. My pet hates, says Sebastian in there. Okay. And Sui, says JV in there. Welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well. Do you think Man United can get themselves another 1 or 2 goals? That's the thing. We've seen them have a couple rough games in the first 2 rounds. We've also seen Liverpool. They've been able to get themselves 2 draws. But it's that whole situation of, will we see a 3rd draw for Liverpool of the season, or will it be Man United who are able to close it out? They've got a couple of very good players. I'd have to say, if I'm talking about the best defenders for Liverpool throughout that first half, you probably have to go with, I would say, Alexander-Arnold and United to win. And then cheers, Hamish, says Nathan as well. One moment. Got that nice 8 o'clock hay fever. Gotta love it. But yeah, if I had to pick the best defender for United, I'd probably go Varane or maybe Martinez. Martinez probably surprised a lot of people in that first half, but we are just about to get underway for the second half. The players are back out on the park, I believe. Oh, okay, Martial is going to be coming onto the field now. So I'm wondering who that will be, whether or not that's for Alanga. Could be the option maybe, or Sancho. I think you put him out on the wing, unless you put him as a lone striker rather than Rashford. And it is 9 p.m. UK time. And also, who's everyone supporting, says Jamie in this one. Luckily, I'm pretty neutral, I guess you could say, when it comes to this one. And any teams except Chelsea, please say, was shocking after the Leeds game, says Nathan. Yeah, they were huge favourites and they blew it up against them. And Harry, where you from, says Jamie. There, but currently we have seen a little bit more of the ball in Liverpool's favour. The two sides making their way back out the Arsenal. Jamie, says Sebastian in there as well. Right, this will hopefully be the last time that we need to do this before the end of the game. There we go. Right. So the commentators are saying that we haven't really seen what they're capable of in this first one. And Gloucester and England. And from Swansea, Wales, says Jamie in there as well. So Martial comes on. Alanga comes off. Just missing that one opportunity to score the goal in the first. Right. Back into it. Ready to go for the second half here. Going to be a very entertaining one. The coach, or the manager, in fact, sorry, of Man United looking fired up. And now, Man United, they will be kicking off. Okay, Man United have never lost a game at Old Trafford when they've been leading at halftime. So history could be made for all the wrong reasons if Liverpool are able to really get back into it. And straight away, Man United giving up possession a little bit too easy, but the same could be said about Liverpool. Although they have been able to now take it back. Elliott goes across to the hands, or to the feet, of Mo Salah, who cuts onto his left. Now only a few meters out from the edge of the goal box. Milner has a bit of a crack now, trying to fire it across. It's going to be loose, but that was almost a goal early on. Oh, the referee getting in the way of that one. And I believe it is going to be Liverpool's ball. I believe. It was a little bit of a weird one because the referee was pretty much straight over the ball. So Liverpool, they do get the drop, and now they're able to attack again. Going wide, Gomez, cross to Alexander-Arnold. Now Elliott back to Alexander-Arnold, now back to halfway. Looking like they've lost about 20 or 30 metres there on the process. Virgil van Dijk, air ball, straight across precision, to Robertson. And now Man United, they've got this ball back, trying to keep it in the field of play. It's a loose touch once again from Man United. Diaz now gives it off to Firmino, who wasn't able to quite get that shot away. But this has not been a good start to the match, or the second half for Man United. They have made many errors in the first minute and a half now. Oh, Liverpool, there's a slip though. And now it will be the goal kick for Manchester United. So both sides looking a little bit shaky in the early stages of this one now. They are showing Harry Maguire. Does he get an opportunity off the bench in this contest? And also Luke Shaw next to him. Cristiano Ronaldo's out there. So the question is whether or not he will get any minutes in this contest, perhaps. A moment, we will go like this. There we go. Now, looks like it's going to be a penalty in favour of Liverpool. Looks like Martinez not too happy with that one. I think I actually called him Hernandez accidentally at halftime when talking to Rugby Itch. Now Alexander-Arnold trying to sling this one across with a free kick, and teammates had to hide their misses from John Terry and keep Maguire on the bench, please. We can win then, says Jamie. Yeah, he seems like not the most popular Man United player at the moment. Harry Maguire. I think it's down to his pace, isn't it? A lot of people question whether or not he is quick enough to be that centre-back in-swinger from Robertson. They had it pretty well marked there for Man United, though. Bit of an ear swing from Rashford. Wasn't able to quite get onto the ball the way that he wanted to. Now, Diaz does well to get the ball back to halfway. Now it's a nice ball over the top to Alexander-Arnold. He cuts through. He's going well. Alexander-Arnold fires it back. Mo Salah waits for it, but he doesn't receive it. Now it's a volley attempt from Elliott. Don't get Ronaldo and Maguire in. The Alvarez United are in the gutter along with the Glazers, says Sebastian. Now Alexander-Arnold, once again, they are just showing the other options they've got off the bench. Wan-Bissaka, Van den Beek, Ganascio also, I believe I saw there in the names as well. They have still got the option of Fred. They do decide to use them. And then off the bench for Liverpool, they are yet to make a sub. But they've got Adrian Davis, Fabinho, also there Carvalho, Clark. Oh, Mo Salah on the volley, not able to get it down, unfortunately. He has a smile on his face. Jurgen Klopp, the moment, doesn't look too happy with that one. And Boys Blue on the pitch at training, or Blues Boys on the pitch at training. Where's John Terry? Says Nathan as well. Geez, that one's gone high from Mo Salah. He tried to put all the power in behind that one, and unfortunately in the process sent it way up into the stands. 2 men inside of the box here for Man United. De Gea sends them up the field. Says, I'm kicking this one long, boys. We've seen no shots on target from Liverpool. 1 shot on target from Man United after 5 attempts. But 8 with none on target for Liverpool was actually massive for them. Normally they are a lot more accurate than that. Now, nice bit of footwork there at the back. It goes across to Rashford. Canedo tries to fire it through. That was close to a handball. The referee waves it off. Now Alexander-Arnold cuts it back on the inside. Great body-to-body check there from, I believe that would have been the 6 Martinez, using not much of his size to his advantage, but it worked for him. Now it's back in the feet, or in the position, of Man United. Going through. Eriksen passes back now. I think Martial will get a little bit of the ball throughout the next little while. Now, Man United once again have got the throw. John Terry is probably with a mojito in his hand, trying to pick up birds in South Spain at the moment. Says, or is it mojito? Sorry, it's mojito, isn't it, rather than mojito? Now Martial. Eriksen tries to carve that ball through. Doesn't quite work out for him now. It's gone down, and it's a penalty to Man United, and Hansen got it. Oh, Hansen still got it, Ole. Malacia has been able to win the penalty there for his side. And yeah, just ended up getting kicked by Elliott in the process, trying to get that ball away. Now, currently, Man United, their fans are getting behind them here. They want to see a victory. I'm trying to lip read, and I wasn't very good at it there. I couldn't work out what they were saying. It's gone up. Alisson has to punch it away. Wouldn't have had the opportunity to catch that one. We're going back, and it is going to be now a penalty, I believe, in favour of Liverpool. A moment. And I've never thought of John as handsome, someone who'd normally attract a swamp donkey with their faces, John. Says Sebastian, although that's the thing, money talks, doesn't it? And that's something very useful in life to have. The cat's currently still half asleep. There's 8:10 a.m. here in New Zealand. It's actually not a bad time for a game of football, to be fair. I know it's a bit weird for probably the UK. It's a little bit later than normal. Nice work there at the back. Now Rashford not able to get through. Alexander-Arnold going for the big looping ball. Now across. Oh, he almost done a hammy there in the process there. Boy, Henderson through Rashford. He's one-on-one with Alisson. It's finished. And it's going to be the goal for Marcus Rashford. He slides through 2-0. And that is a massive one for United now. And also 2-0, says Harry and Luck. Beautifully done The through ball to Rashford. The finish was precise. And now you'd have to say that Man United, is that enough of a lead to be able to carry them through? But initially, it was a little bit of a mistake from Henderson. The ball going through. Oh, is he onside? He might be offside. They may have to check that one bit too early. Harry, wait for Hamish's reaction. Says Sebastian, yeah, possible offside. They want to check it. Rashford's very happy, but he looks offside. Oh, no. I think this could be reversed. I think he's in front. He's onside. It said he's onside. Only just. So it's based off where the defender's head is. So the defender's head was just far enough forward. And also goal cancels there, Sebastian. No. They've said that it's allowed. It looked a little bit more offside than they were saying. And also, I'm a Chelsea boy. I haven't been watching them lately. Chelsea always drop their balls versus England top Premier teams. Sorry, my game is a tiny bit ahead, says Harry. Unlike so it is 2-0. And Marcus Rashford has been able to get that goal. Now, Man United were $5 underdogs for this game. So it would have been money to be made if you were back in United. That is, if they are able to close this out. And now going forward, Liverpool, they need to fire back relatively soon. And it's a brilliant ball through to Milner. Still hanging on to it. Eriksen hasn't done too well. Mo Salah, though, that was the opportunity to finish. In fact, it might have been Diaz who wasn't quite able to get it. And there we go. Need Firmino to score as well. And I'm bang on, says Sebastian. You certainly would be. Now, a little bit of a header. We might have to do some sort of predicting series, Sebastian, if you manage to get it on the money. We'll just have to listen to you every week. Oh, it's good defense from Alexander-Arnold. A little bit risky, seeing as he had the yellow card, but did get the ball and nothing but it. And now Man United, they've got themselves another corner, but just getting the timing right there with the through ball to Marcus Rashford. Alisson stuck in no man's land. Just had to watch that one go past him on his near post. You can see the crowd in the background. They were very, very happy with that one. And Erik ten Hag, very happy with Marcus Rashford getting it. Now, Eriksen has got the corner, and Erik ten Hag has improved the team. Here's Harry now. And United, another opportunity. Varane, is he onside? He must have been just now. He gives it back to Rashford, almost sneaking it through. It's good work there from Alisson. Because it was pretty much, he had to just go with instinct. He couldn't see the ball. He's Brazilian for Firmino. He certainly is. That was a sneaky shot. Doesn't see much of it like they mentioned. And yep, Nathan, says Sebastian there, but 55 minutes through. A little bit of push and shove there between Martial and Alisson there. Now it's away once again. Man United have got that ball now. Eriksen makes the mistake and it does go out of nice. Says Nathan, yeah, Brazil. Oh, here's a question for you. Brazil, how likely are they to win the next World Cup, do you think? Have they got a good chance with the squad that they could have available, or do you think it could be someone else? Does get themselves that win. It was good work in the corner from Man United to be able to get that ball back. And where's Salah? He's playing. He certainly is. We've hardly seen him, though. Although, speaking of him, we might get to see him here very soon. Good run for from Elliott. Just wide. Hits the side netting. Not quite able to get that one on target. So we are still yet to see a shot on target from Liverpool in this match, which is something you wouldn't really expect from a side who are normally very dangerous in front of the goal. Oh. Looks like Fabinho might be getting up, ready to go. Invisible, says Nathan. And that's the thing. Also, Firmino, we haven't seen too much of. It's more been Diaz, hasn't it? World Cup will be contested between Brazil, England, and France. Fairly certain one of these three will win, says Sebastian. And then if England won, I assume you would be a very happy man. That was the case. Nice work from Firmino, but he's lost the ball once again. That is the thing. We haven't seen a lot of ball security from Liverpool throughout this contest, and now it's out to Diaz. They have managed to get it back in the midfield. Back across to Henderson, selling the dummy as if he was going to fire it into the box early, but now Milner tries to go down the wing. It doesn't work out once again. A missed opportunity there for Liverpool on attack. Bit of pressure there. Nice spin from Martial. Now Rashford. They've got options here. I think he might have been offside. Alisson has to commit, and he has been able to clean it up. In fact, it was Fernandez, out there. He did nicely with the chase. Almost had the ball stolen. That one's just going to stay in the field of play. Rashford cleans up. Or he doesn't. They're going back for the free kick. And, of course, the Man United fans are not too happy with that one. Fabinho be making his way out onto the field now. Can that be the change that Liverpool need? But it will be Jordan Henderson making way for Fabinho. Now the ball is back in play. Liverpool, they need one very soon. If it is Mo Salah who scores, it's Sebastian. Wait, no, was it Salah or Fabinho? Or not Fabinho, sorry, Firmino that needed the goal. I might go back and quickly check that one. All I need is, one moment, where is it? Rashford and Firmino. So yeah, if Firmino scores, then you are bang on the money, Sebastian. And currently they've got still 30 minutes left, so there's a good possibility that we could see him getting a goal here. Once upon a time, Manchester United was so strong, but now Manchester City has taken its place, says Coding. And yeah, Manchester City, interestingly enough, a 3-3 draw in their last game, which I don't think many people expected, but they were able to fight back hard to being 3-1 down. Up against, was it Newcastle they were playing, maybe? Now Liverpool at the back currently just trying to work their way forward. Once again, good pressure there from Man United. There's a counter-attacking opportunity fired across. Good work. In the end from Gomez at the back. Bit of a two-hander push there from McTominay. Now Hernandez having to try and keep it. He's got it on the ground. He's fighting for it. And he does manage to get the throw as well. Brilliant work from Luis Diaz. Was not giving up. McTominay, he was really putting him under pressure. Right. Big throw might be coming here from Robertson. He's saying go way down the field. Just had a big throw down the line, and that one's going to actually be out. So I think he just almost threw it. Did it even go in the field of play? I'm not too sure whether it had any chance of going in. I think it might have just come in and then just gone out again. 2-0 at the moment. Thrown long by Man United. Once again, good defense at the back from Gomez. So the goalkeeper will be able to get to this one. Now that's open. He tries to strike it. It's got to be offside for Fernandez, doesn't it? No. There's no flag. It would have been a goal if he had got it in, maybe. The thing is, he took it very casually, Fernandez. But if he had known he was onside, maybe he would have tried a little bit harder for that one. Oh, no, they are saying it wouldn't have stuck. And also, Hamish, when will be next FIFA World Cup taking place? Which country will you cover, says Coding? So it is going to be taking place in the UAE. Is it Qatar that it is taking place? Sorry. It might have been. I just said sorry like 7 times. Am I Canadian? Maybe. But yeah, Qatar, and it is going to be taking place in only a few months' time, I believe 3 months. And we will be covering some of those games on the channel as well. Now it's an opportunity for Manchester United. Beautiful ball. Almost found Alexander-Arnold. And now Martial just stopped in his tracks. Milner on the outside now. A bit more space opening up here for Liverpool. They do need that goal that I mentioned about. They don't get it right. Could cost them this game. Now Diaz fires it back across. Who wants it? Firmino gives it off to Mo Salah. Doesn't manage to get the shot away. And they have been able to shut him down beautifully throughout this contest so far. Malacia doing nicely. Mo Salah, though, it's been almost non-existent in this attack of Liverpool, other than a couple runs that we did see early on in that first half. Now across. It's going to be one more down to Elliott. Trying to link up. Gives it to Gomez. Now over the top. Firmino. He's missed the volley completely. That looked like the kind of shot that I do. Trying to swing the leg at it. And didn't even get close. And this guy, Sebastian, Brazilian babes twerking. You got styled, my guy. says Nathan. And also, any favourite teams to win the World Cup according to you? I think Sebastian's right on the money with either Brazil, England, or France being the front runners, and would love to see England win. Also wouldn't mind Brazil winning because it gets bootylicious women twerking. No good France winning, says Sebastian there as well. Mo Salah not able to link up with Firmino. And something in that combination just isn't working at the moment. So maybe they do consider going with a change. Maybe Carvalho, Jurgen Klopp having a bit of a yell. Same with his opposition manager. Right, they're saying nowhere near the goal that they would have had. It doesn't look like too many players. Oh, no, there we go. A few players who are warming up currently might get themselves an opportunity soon. Liverpool, so I almost called them, but Liverpool win percentage chance is 2% here. Oh, McTominay. How are Germany going at international level for football? Have they been any good recently, or have they been on a bit of a downpour? Because normally, they're not too bad, Germany, from memory. And also, we have got there, can I have the lotto numbers, please? Says Nathan. One moment, we'll go like this. Also, Spain, Portugal, and Germany are the dark horses. They certainly are. They've got a lot of potential, and all it takes is a few good games in the pool stage to know that a side is really going to be able to step it up for the rest of the World Cup. Now, Alexander-Arnold. Can Liverpool step up here? It's a beautiful ball. Offloaded back to Salah. Good link it up. Elliott goes over the top. That ball, though, it just didn't quite get the touch that it needed. You're on the money, my guy. And Germany can produce a surprise. I can see them reaching the semis easily. Said Sebastian there. It was a nice bit of play. Oh, is he offside? Probably, you would say, for that one. But so was Harvey Elliott. Was slightly offside there. 65 minutes through, and De Gea going to give it an almighty boot. Downfield, nice bit of swing on that one. Liverpool now. Elliott, good work. Try and keep that one in the field of play, and he has done just that. Mo Salah trying to shut it down, but Man United once again got it. Gomez now goes off. Elliott, he's been very prominent in the second half already. Mo Salah, though, can he get around the outside? He has indeed. Mo Salah getting the cut down. Brilliant defense once again by Malacia, the youngster, doing brilliantly. Yeah, Mo Salah, he just can't get round the defender at the moment, which is something that normally we see him carving through the defensive line, setting up his teammates or scoring himself. This hasn't quite been the case. (1921) was the last time a manager lost 2 games in a row for Man United. In their first 2 games, that's gone into the hands of De Gea. He's on the ball, gets a spank from his defender. It was Fabinho's first real chance of the day. They managed to get around Eriksson. De Gea had it all covered. Now Alisson at the back. Looks like he might give the short ball to Gomez. No, he doesn't. He skips and goes to Fabinho. I see Australia in the draw. How good is Australian football? They aren't, I guess they aren't a top contender, but they're a side that on their given day could cause an upset, depending on who they're playing. That's a good ball. No, Firmino not quite able to get onto it. In fact, it was Diaz that time who was just not quite able to do it. Now, De Gea will be booting this one downfield. He hasn't quite got it as clean as he would have liked, but it's actually gone even further than it would have if he had struck it well. Now, having a chase after that one, Alexander-Arnold not quite able to get it. But yeah, Australia, they've got a couple chances, I would think, in the future of being able to maybe, they have been developing quite nicely. But yeah, I don't think when we talk about the big teams, we will see Australia in there. As Liverpool taking a loss, saving it for the UEFA Championship maybe, and New Zealand is not present, says Cody. No, we lost our qualifying game up against Costa Rica. So because of that, it does mean that they won't be there. And they play Denmark and France. Upside as the Aussies will be reunited with their families in no time. Sebastian. So who else is in their group? So they've got Denmark, they've got France. So I assume, is it an African nation or a Asian nation that they have got in there, Sebastian? Do let me know who that last one is in their group currently. Man United, Dalot puts it down the line, but it does come right back round to Alisson, who rolls it out for Gomez. 68 minutes through currently. Gomez goes wide to Alexander-Arnold. Plenty of pace for that man. Back across. Once again at the back to Virgil van Dijk. He's had a quietish game. Virgil van Dijk, he hasn't really done too much, but he hasn't done much wrong either in the process. And also Tunisia. Okay. How are Tunisia going for their whole... Oh, that man almost slide tackled a member of the support staff accidentally, Malaysia. It was very slippery. But yeah, Tunisia, how do they rank compared to the Aussies? And I guess the world ranking side of things. Are they lower or higher? I think they'd be lower, but so I think some of those guys that you think, oh, maybe they're not the best, actually have some very talented players. I'm trying to think of Tunisian players in the Premier League, and my brain straight away cannot think of one. But I think that's just because of my Premier League knowledge not being the best. I'm sure if I Googled it, be able to find a couple. Fabinho keeps it on the side of Liverpool now. Virgil van Dijk has to go right back to the goalkeeper and Alisson. Now passed off to Virgil. And also they'll be back home as soon as possible as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, it seems rough. Like, that's the thing. If New Zealand did qualify, as awesome as it would have been, I guess it's just like you know that Germany are going to take you down. And you also know, I think it's Spain in the group as well. So you know you're going to be in for a very tough time. But just being there would have been a very nice touch. Of course, Man United looking like they're going to make a sub. Fred here is listening to the coach. The manager. Sorry, I keep on saying coach rather than manager. Me and Dad, we actually do quite a bit of FIFA career mode. We are currently on FIFA 22. Our last name is Kerr. Our first name is Wayne. And we are trying to take our local team to the top of the Premier League, although our team is a lot worse than anyone else because we did base it off our actual team. So they are not the best. Sancho going to be coming off the field. That is for Fred. And also football is called Real World Cup, where 32 teams are competitive, and it's so fun to see competitive matches. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. See so many teams at a high level being right up there. I'm running very low on tissues at the moment. I have got 2 left for about 25 minutes of football. So I guess fingers crossed for me and my nose. Now, Liverpool, once again, they've got this one. Fabinho, marked up by Ericsson. That was actually the combination that we saw during that corner. Yeah, 8 groups of 4, plenty of nations partaking. See, Sebastian, do you think we'll ever see the Rugby World Cup get to that stage of maybe going down that 32-team rating or 32-team ranking system, I guess? And Hamish, do you think England can suddenly up their game? Harry Kane can win it, says Cody. I mean, the thing is, England have always been a side that can breed talent, but it's just putting it together in a fashion that gets them big wins that is the tricky part. I think Gus Hindick, the former Socceroo manager, may be taking over as manager, says Nathan there. But it looks like a sub's about to be made. Carvalho, and your jumper sleeves are black. Strategic. You could use them once the tissues run out, says Sebastian. I mean, I like your strategy. I don't think I like the idea, though, because I feel like on live stream, if I was to do that, like, everyone would just see it, wouldn't they? But now, Alexander-Arnold. One more pass. Elliott, he's done well. Well, the defender there, Fred, straight away, defensively looking pretty decent. I'm going to actually have a quick look and see how it's sitting in the Juventus game, because they were supposed to be winning their game, I believe. Oh, Carvalho, he's getting booed. Former Manchester City player in the past, so that is why he's not the most popular man around this current point in time. 72 and a half minutes through, though. Casemiro, still very happy. Everyone, of course, taking pictures of him on their phone, zooming in. About 50 different people. And also, hi, says Amelia, I hope you are doing well. Must be early morning start for you at the moment in Australia. I assume you've got your apprenticeship today. Is it an apprenticeship? Is that the right word? Or work? What's the word for it? Work experience? Oh, not wrong. That's brilliantly done by Man United. The counter-attack. Now all they need is the ball fight back across. It's at the back heel now. Fernandes, he just didn't get the touch that he needed. And it's going to be now going the way of Liverpool. And that is for a dive of Fernandes. And he gets a yellow card in the process as well. Nah, school today. Says Amelia. Morning, Amelia. Says Sebastian. Dalot just at the back of the heel of Virgil van Dijk. Then from there, Fernandes. He did chase after it. Yep. Big dive there. And that is why he ended up with the yellow. Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Wayne Rooney still playing international football. So Cristiano Ronaldo, I believe, is. Messi, I believe, is. Wayne Rooney definitely is not. He is retired a little while ago. But other than that, the other two, I believe, will be there at the next World Cup. Whether it is a starting role or whether it's more of a impact player type thing. So currently Juventus in their game up against Sampdoria, they are sitting 0-0 in that one, which is interesting because before the game, it was either going to be them or Roma, I thought, who were going to draw, and Juventus looks like they're going to be the ones who do end up having the draw. Now, Mo Salah passes across to Firmino, or Carvalho, in fact, it was. The offside flag has been ranked, depends on the ranks. World teams ranking from 20 to 30 are 60 to 50. Might as well add NPC teams, says Nathan there. And they're the captains of Portugal and Argentina, says Sebastian. So, yeah, you would assume that they'll get quite a few minutes for their upcoming World Cup. I guess it's the big one. After they go, who is the next in line for those big captaincy roles for Portugal, etc.? Who have they got? Rafa probably wouldn't get a look in, would he? Who else have they got? I'm trying to think of their midfield or who would be captain in the near future. Argentina as well, I guess, having maybe Dybala. Oh, it's good work from Rashford. He's just beaten 3 defenders. It's just gone over the top. A little bit of a knuckleball from Rashford. Expanding Rugby World Cup to 32 teams, says Nathan in there. And yeah, I guess it's just the prestige of making it to a World Cup. That would be a pretty awesome one for them. But Rashford, he gets very lucky with the way that the ball kept bouncing and then went for the shot. Wasn't quite able to get it finished. But currently we are 75 and a half minutes through this contest. Now ball through from Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold. Nice threaded pass to Firmino. Goes back to Elliott, but it hasn't quite been the cleanest move there for them. Mo Salah goes up for it. Doesn't quite win the header. Now Salah goes back to Firmino. No, it's close. But once again, well defended by Man United. Their defense has been looking a lot better in this game than it has the last two. It's like they are working as one collective unit. I think Martinez has stayed down. Bit of cramp there for him. So I would think he will be getting taken off the field for either Shaw or maybe someone else they could go with. And also Robbins, fragile player with foot skills, says it was Nathan. And also France defending champs and Croatia finalists will be, again, watching for a old performance. Bruno Fernandes for Portugal, maybe Lautaro Martinez or Otamendi for Argentina. Because how old's Otamendi? He must be getting up there. I'm going to have to look at your spelling of his name. Nicolas Otamendi, he is 34 years old. So I guess when will he go? Although defenders normally last a little bit longer. Messi, he is currently 35. And you also have Lautaro Martinez. Who we got here? Martinez, he is 25. So I feel like he's probably in 5 years' time or so, we might see, like, with all those other players retired as well. Unless, of course, they play till their 40. Great game, says Harry. Yeah, Man United have put it all together in this contest. Although now it's another opportunity. Mo Salah just onside. Once again, not going to be able to... Oh, He just let that one roll out. And it's going to be a goal kick, I believe, is it? No, it's not. It's going to be a corner. I thought for a second it was goal kick and he had just left it. Right. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Can he get this one right? Swinging it around. It's a good header attempt, and De Gea is able to clean it up, though. Buffon seems like eternity. Has he retired yet? Oh, don't know. Is he? That's the thing with Buffon. I think if he's not playing at big, like massive international level, but he's currently 44 years old. Plays as a goalkeeper in the Serie B club Parma. So yeah, he's still playing with over 1,100 professional career appearances. So he's playing in the second Italian league now. I was about to say if he's not playing in a wait, is he retired? When was that taken that he was playing in the Italian league? I'm going to have a quick look and see what I can find. Goalkeeper Parma. Is he still playing for Parma? There you go. Carvalho. And there's no way. I heard he's out. Oh, okay. So is it a very recent one that he has retired? Maybe, or maybe this season he has, and Wikipedia hasn't updated. That's the thing, Wikipedia, not the most reliable source at times. And also, thanks to Master Legends. And then also, I hope everyone has been well. Yeah, we certainly have been. And there's been a lot of sport on, which has always been a very exciting time of the year. That's a good bit of work there from Gomez. Be able to shut it down now. Kicking it wide. Robertson. Now out for Liverpool. They need a goal here just to help Sebastian's, I guess, his prediction. Firmino. No, it's Carvalho now going forward. He's gone down. A lot of pressure on him now. Ball forward. Liverpool have got it back. Now, Elliott, he's been pretty prominent throughout the early stages and late stages of this one. I've been crooked last couple of days, and now my voice is cooked, and I hate it. Says Amelia, oh my God. He's still keeping himself already. Says Sebastian, but yeah, I guess maybe he retired from the big matches, and he was just like, you know what? I might as well play in the Serie B. Oh, that was close. Liverpool almost able to get it through. I'm sure Buffon, if he yelled like that, he would have had a little bit more of an Italian in there. But Robertson, he gave it across. Firmino almost able to get that one through. It's very close. Oh, okay. No, they're saying it would have been an own goal. Oh, Carvalho. No. Oh, Salah. Yes, he's got it. Mo Salah has got the goal for Liverpool, and now he's giving a hug. He's saying, I'm not touching him. I'm not touching him. Fernandes is going, I want the ball. I want the ball. He's not giving it up. He's saying, give me the ball. He's going, no, I'll take it back to halfway for you. Give me the ball. Right, Fernandes is going to end up with a yellow card. Oh, and now he's saying he's got an eye poke. Now, Fernandes is on a yellow card. That is extremely risky. I think he's saying, I have the right to take it back to halfway. Maybe. I'm not too sure what's happened there. And also, thanks, mate, says Amelia, but it's the goal for Mo Salah. Or is it? Yeah, he's onside. He was onside and he headers it in to make it 2-1. I swear, you'll forget rugby and become addicted to soccer because of their names. Says Nathan in there. I mean, it's good work for my FIFA career mode scouting. Oh, dear God. Worse than nursery kids in there, says Sebastian. Yeah, it looked a little bit shabby at the back from Man U, but now Liverpool want to get back into this contest. Just Juventus just draw. Yeah, they did. 0-0 draw for Juventus. Only 8 minutes left of regular time in this contest. Man United now trying to send her through. Martial and also Gomez both trying to see what type of material the other's shirt was made out of, just trying to yank it. So is this cotton or polyester? Either way, the ball has gone into touch. where are Parma sitting in the Serie B? I'm actually going to have a quick look. I don't even know if I have Serie B being tracked. That's over the top. I'm fuming. Come on, United, says Jamie. And then, yeah, conceding a goal at this stage of the match is very risky for them, that is for sure. The Serie A, yeah, I don't think I have Serie B. I'm going to have a look and see where Parma are sitting. Because if they're sitting near the top and Buffon's doing well for them, Serie B. Here we go. What can we find out? I'll take the correct score. Getting the scorers right is tough. Is too tough. Tell you what, you got 2 of them, though. Which I feel like 2 out of 3 is normally worth, well, I guess 66%, isn't it? Now passed out wide. Mo Salah, there's still a chance that Firmino could score. It's a whipping cross. Eriksen able to flick it away. So Parma, okay, they're 14th, so they're not going the best for Buffon. I don't know whether or not that's because they've conceded quite a few goals. To be fair, they've had 2 draws. I'm not too sure whether or not they've scored any goals in those 2. It was 0-0 and 2-2. Nice spin from Salah. And Malacia doing beautifully to roll with that one. Rolling with the punches. Well, not literal punches. Mo Salah saying he's been poked in the eyeball, maybe. It looks like there's about to be another sub made by Liverpool. Will there be a late goal in this contest? You never know. I'm aiming for 69%. Anything else higher or lower is insufficient. And still time to make it 3-1 or 2-2. Here's Jamie. It's whipped in. Nice work from the goalie, De Gea. Now Salah goes across to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He tries to have a strike. It's way to the side. And Hamish will be speaking Spanish and Portuguese. Thiago Silva, Roberto Carlos, Pique Ramos, Javier Alonso. It's Javier Alonso, isn't it? Or is it Xavier? Or Xavier Alonso? I think it's Javier, isn't it? Right. Robertson's going to be coming off the field now. And also Wan-Bissaka also making his way out there for Man U. Some fresh legs at left back for Liverpool for the name that I can't really say. And Ronaldo is coming on along with Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, they have decided Cristiano Ronaldo will be the man who makes his way out onto the park. A nice goal, Salah. Here's Nathan in there. And also Ronaldo. Right. Ronaldo is out there on the field. Looks like there's actually going to be another sub, and it's going to be Van den Beek. Does make his way out there. That is for Christian Eriksen. Will now be making his way off there. So actually a triple sub. Darlow, Robertson, and also we are seeing Rashford. He's disappointed to not be finishing this game by the looks of it. De Gea about to send this one downfield. Boom. It's a good strike of the ball from De Gea. Goes straight to Liverpool. And now that ball, he is not quite able to keep that one in the field of play. And Xabi Alonso in there says it was from Xavier. And he was in FIFA, wasn't he? That FIFA World Cup 2010 game that we got knocked out of after 2 games. It wasn't the plan. I thought we were going to go further in that competition than the group stage. I was hopeful anyway, but then we got beaten badly most of our games. Now, Virgil van Dijk going back, Martial. Fabinho. Cross to Gomez. So at the moment, Jurgen Klopp, like they're saying, he's throwing everyone forward. Ronaldo says Harry and luck there. Firmino now goes across to the youngster. Elliott has to pass it back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's good defence at the moment from Manchester United, forcing Liverpool back to halfway. Fabinho. Now, I mentioned earlier on that Liverpool in their first 2 games have had 2 draws. Can they make it a 3rd and 3 here? Diaz now has to run it back to halfway. Slow build up for Liverpool, not wanting to rush it, although now they do try and rush it. It almost ended up backfiring. Nice ball. Oh, it was close for Firmino, and Salah not quite able to keep that one in the field of play. It will now be a goal kick, and 2 draws and a loss would be a horrific start for Liverpool. See, Sebastian's certainly right, and they will be hoping to really turn it around in the next few weeks. Like I mentioned, I think their next game's up against Bournemouth. So if they didn't win that one, I think they'd be pretty disappointed with the way that it is going for them currently. My coverage is just quickly frozen. That's not good. We don't like when it freezes, because then we have to wait longer to find out what is happening. Right, we're going to quickly reload it because it does not want to load. We'll go here and we'll go here. There we go. It is all back and running. And funny enough, we haven't actually had that goal kick yet. And now De Gea might end up with a yellow card here for time wasting. Ronaldo jogging around at the moment, only getting a little bit of an opportunity here. This goal kick has taken about 2 minutes. It is nicely done with the game management. It's going to be Liverpool's throw, and I was testing Havish's soccer knowledge, says there from Nathan. Did I get it right? I hope I got it right. Maybe. For the thing is, I just realized I was pronouncing it as if his name was... Oh, no, I actually got it really wrong, didn't I? Although I almost pronounced it Spanish-ish. Kind of. I'm trying to milk it and say that I slightly got it right, even though I clearly got it very wrong. Fabinho, nice short ball, but it's cut off. Firmino not able to get it. Oh, a big push. Two-handed shove. And Carvalho frustrated with that one at 100. Says Nathan in there. Now we're up to 90 minutes, Man United. I got it wrong, says Nathan in there. I mean, to be fair, I got it wrong as well. Sebastian, luckily, he has the knowledge. You know, he's got that soccer or football brain. Oh, interesting, like, kind of reaction to getting shoved in the back. He kind of squirmed like a worm, I guess you'd have to say, or some sort of fish out of water. Up to 90 minutes now. Kicked long from Liverpool. Oh, a swing and a miss from Carvalho. And now it's another opportunity. Cristiano Ronaldo on the volley. He's going to smack someone at about the 15th row. And quite able to get that one. 5 minutes out of time. That's still plenty of football, rugby, cricket, and pole dancing, and beach volleyball thrown in there for good measure. Jurgen Klopp is not happy. He's yelling at the assistant referee. I don't think that's going to do anything, Jurgen. He's not going to listen to you. He's got a headset on. He's probably listening to some DMB at the moment. Now off to Trent Alexander-Arnold. And yeah, lucky Sebastian got the Bible of soccer back in the hands. Well, back to the feet of Man U. Nice 1-2 there. Now running a hard forward. Ball on the edge. Oh, it's Anthony Martial gives it back across. I realize that's me saying, oh, it doesn't really tell you too much. Now Fabinho's done well. That's actually something I got told right at the start of my commentary was when I was doing, it was either cricket or rugby, and I went, oh. And they were like, we don't know what's going on when you go, oh. Elliott has gone down and won the free kick for Liverpool. Oh, yep. I think that was straight through the back of him. Now Gomez to Fabinho. Man on is what should have been called there. He somehow managed to stay on his feet and kept the ball. Oh, once again, Fernandez is holding his eye. Does that man have contacts, or is he just constantly maybe unaware of where his eyelashes are? So that's about the 4th eye poke that he's called for. Now going back across to Gomez. Slings it straight into the possession of Man United. Fabinho. Oh, he's been taken down again. It's just penalty after penalty. This time, Van den Beek. Oh, Van der Beek, sorry, I should say. Sorry, I'm used to saying South African pronunciation for that, so you go fun rather than van. Right. 3 minutes left. Both of these sides want to be able to get themselves at least 1 point in this contest. At the moment, Liverpool, it is all to play for. Virgil van Dijk got the size. Ronaldo leaps. And now Wan-Bissaka at the back has been able to keep it on the side of United. Wan-Bissaka committing in the air. Going back down. Wan-Bissaka with the air ball. He did miss it. Now Carvalho running out of space down the wing. He's got 3-on-1. He's managed to get it back to one of his Liverpool teammates. It goes up. Brilliant work from Fernandes. And now Van den Beek goes forward. This is a great attacking opportunity for Man United. It's a foul. And a Virgil van Dijk, he apologizes for that one. He's going to help him up for Martial. And now, with 2 minutes left, I still think, those are not penalties. Sorry, I said penalties, not free kicks tonight. I called one of them a free kick, though. Just the singular one. I think Man City still own Melbourne City club because it was the same kit. Says Nathan there. Oh, that was lucky for Alisson. Van den Beek knew how much of an opportunity that would have been if he had been able to get onto it. But now kick downfield from David De Gea. Nope, didn't quite get that one the way that he wanted to. And now it will be a corner for Man United. This could be the closing moments of this contest. I don't see Liverpool being able to go all the way down the field in 1 minute and being able to score. That could well and truly backfire that statement. They also own New York City in the MLS, says Sebastian. Is that right? Or just because it's cities? Maybe they do just really like cities. Now Martial looking to close it out. Oh, he's just been double-handed pushed in the front. But it will be once again another opportunity for a throw-in for Man United. Martial walking to the ball. Picks it up, using up a little bit more time now. Ronaldo comes in to try and get the throw. Martial, he's got to be careful not to take too long here. That's gone straight to Ronaldo, who's done the step. He's gone down. They're going to say play on. And Ronaldo can't quite believe his luck. He's got a big smile on his face. It's thrown way down the field. And now Liverpool might have one last chance. No, it's back in the hands. Or back to Fred, I should say. Now Fernandes. Maybe a late goal could be coming for Man United. McTominay runs onto him. McTominay, sorry. Now Liverpool slinging the wide ball. Wan-Bissaka. He's done well in the air throughout this contest, and he's done it again. And because of it, Man United win the foul. And now, believe the time is just about to be up. Okay, once again, we see Fernandes asking for a penalty of some sort. Just like always, I guess you could say. I'm trying to work out what they're saying, but I'm not too sure what is being said there. Varane kicks it down to the corner, and that is Man United's first win of the season. Liverpool have gone down 2-1 up against Manchester United. Cheers for the stream, says Sebastian. Good game, says Nathan there. And yeah, maybe in the future we could do a few more Premier League streams. They will be at random hours of the morning, more than likely. But it's kind of good in a way. Like I mentioned, my productivity today should be at an all-time high because I've got about, I'd say, 10 hours worth of editing that I will be able to do now throughout the day. That is good news. Hopefully. Oh, it's not the best day. It might be a good day to do some editing inside. I just looked outside thinking I'd see the sun streaming in through the curtains. It's overcast. It's wet. It's a frosty solid image. Says Nathan, good game. Says Amelia. And yeah, slowly the terms between rugby and football will slightly gel. For now, I'm still on rugby mode for my, description, because I did end up saying that it was in the hands of quite a bit as well. But what I'm going to be doing now, we will be ending this live stream. Thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all for the next one.